So what is up, you guys? Matt here, and today what we're going to be doing is something I planned on doing a little while ago and I got it. We are going to be restoring this toolbox. I got it because somebody was throwing it away, and I mean, obviously there is a lot of work. And just so you know, if you guys hear any noise, it's coming from a football or soccer game that's going on over there, so kind of deal with me on that one. But there's a few things that are going to need to be changed. This piece is broken. We're missing a handle here, which I'm not too worried about. We got one over here that will need to come off, and everything is just very dirty and like cut, so I want to repair some of the metal, kind of grease it up. There is a board down there, I don't know why. Bunch of junk and a bunch of holes through all this. So I think there was like little units in there, just basically to hold other tools. So this is gonna need a lot of work on it. We're gonna need to sand it completely down. Well, not all of it, but especially where there's all this rust, we're gonna need to sand down. And I do wanna get a piece of board that sits down in here and kind of see how that goes. So that is what this video is going to be about, and hopefully it will turn out pretty good. I definitely got to grease some of the wheels up and whatnot, because what I plan on doing, and you're going to get some bad lighting real quick, but what I want to do is this area is going to get all cleaned out, which I've kind of showed you this. I don't think I showed you this part, but that's one of the garage bays where I'm going to be coming in. And I'm going to set up an area about right here where I'm going to have my toolboxes, and I'll be working on vehicles. So regardless, if there's anything in here overnight, when my dad needs to get stuff in here, he can drive it right in. But it's definitely going to get cleaned up a lot. But I want to start working on all this stuff and getting it all down. I got more video ideas coming here in a few. I guess just wait and see if you like it. It will be pretty interesting videos. Right here is my truck, which isn't going too good right now. I had to replace the manifold on it, so I'll give you a quick tour of this. I was going to record this, but it became way too long, and I had to get a new manifold and everything. But luckily, I sold my old catalytic converter that was on my manifold for $500, so it paid for a lot of stuff. But the main topic of this video is this toolbox. I'm going to kind of show you guys on how I go about it. A lot of stuff might not be the correct way to do it, but I'll get it going good. I'm not sure what color I want to do, because I do like the red. I'm definitely going to keep these, the nice little chrome or aluminum look, but I'm not a big fan of all this like different color. I feel like a white would look nice, and then do like the nice bright red, or like a darker maroon style red would look nice. And then we just got to clean up a lot of stuff. And I need a new lock for this, because I don't have the key for this. And once this goes down, you can't open any of this, which is good. So it has a safety lock on it. This used to be for a bar that would come right down and then just block these regardless. But I don't have those. So let's set up and kind of get a few things, and we'll just kind of go through and just start to clean up. I may get some spray paint tonight, but I'm not too sure. It depends on how far we get. So yeah, let's get right to that. So these are the tools that I got. I know it's kind of going to be messy to see, but this is what I'm going to be using right now. I got a drill or impact, and then I got these brass tipped, or these brass brushes. I'm not exactly too sure what they're called. I bought a set of them a while ago when I was cleaning rust off the truck. They're just wire looms, I guess. I don't know. But they're really good for just getting rust off. And then I got some isopropyl alcohol, which is really good. Ideally you want the highest percentage, because it will evaporate faster than lower ones. But it's just for cleaning off the surface before you start painting, because when you start rubbing on it, it gets very disgusting. So first thing we're going to do is take the handles off, and then we'll jump right into it and kind of do a nice little time lapse of cleaning. So let's do that for you. So what I think we're going to be first doing is I think we're going to hit the top and try to eliminate a lot of this rust and get down to bare metal, because obviously a lot of it settled up here. The sides are going to need to be kind of scuffed up a little bit, but other than that, it's not too bad. So we'll start with that and kind of see how it goes. So I don't know how much I recorded from when I was showing you this. I threw a little bit of mineral spirits on here, and you can see some of it kind of starting to evaporate. But I'm gonna take a scraper to it and see if that works, and if that doesn't work, I'll try acetone. But I figured I'd try the mineral spirit since I had it and see how it goes. But I'm gonna take a few of these scrapers that are rustier than a bastard and see if I can lift up any of this paint that's on here and just try to get it more of a clean surface, and I can kind of see, because there was a crazy amount of rust that was sitting on here. And a lot of this isn't that bad. Like, I mean, down on the sides there, and then right down on the very bottom, there's rust, and then along the sides of here. But, oh, bad lighting. But I think I'm gonna give this thing a go. So let me put you back on the tripod and I'll scrape a little bit, see what happens, and then, yeah, hopefully it works. See you guys in a second. So don't forget gloves. You don't want to get this stuff on your hands or ingest it in any way, shape, or form. So go at ease with this. And I mean, these gloves aren't even my actual size. I should have bought gloves before this, but I wasn't planning on doing this today until I just felt like it, so. All right, so now we are back inside, and we're gonna be just working here because it's getting cold outside, and I'm not a big cold person. So we're gonna just start cleaning up the rest of the area. I'm gonna get some gloves on, and I got my little chair so I can sit down and kind of just grind up any of this rust that I see. But I'm gonna do the cleaning up process after I'm all done, because I'm gonna just scrape off any of these little rust spots. I'm not gonna go through and scrape off all the paint like I did up here. The only reason I did on the top is just because how rusty it actually was. There's a lot more rust in the big area than around here. So we're gonna do this, and then we can run to Lowe's and I'll grab some primer, and I should be able to prime tonight and then come back tomorrow and then maybe paint. And I think I want to do these handles something different, probably like a black or some little off color to it. I'm not exactly too sure. And hopefully the audio sounds fine. I haven't checked it one bit, so this video could be completely ruined or it could be all right. So I guess if you're watching it, then the video is good enough to my expectations, so I uploaded it. But yeah, if you guys like these style videos of fixing up stuff and just kind of repairing and making stuff new, let me know and I'll be sure to definitely do more. I'll show you the area that I'm going to be doing, like the garage, in a few seconds or in a little bit in this video. But so stay tuned and watch that, and then maybe I'll even move stuff around and kind of get it situated. So yeah, let's get right into it, and then just do another time lapse of me just kind of scooching this all around and sanding it up. Let me get my mask and let's go. So with this, I'm gonna take a grinder to it and just kind of sand, or basically smooth it right down. I know it's gonna be hard to see, but and the camera's gonna probably having trouble focusing on this small little thing, but it's a little bit bumped up right along here. Like they cut it out specifically for this and probably put the little top piece in that we were talking about earlier. But I'm just gonna take a grinder and kind of just smooth that right out real fast. All right, so I am back, and one thing I just want to say, when you're messing with the grinder, please get safety glasses. You're better off ruining a $12 pair of safety glasses than losing your fucking eyesight. So don't be dumb when doing this. So that's what I was not welding. I was grinding down because you can tell that somebody just kind of cut into this to open this up. And there's pieces that were just very jaggedy. I mean, there still is, but if I kind of mess with it a little bit more, it's gonna just kind of be a little bit harder to do with what I got. So as long as it's smooth, that's all that really matters to me. I just didn't want any sharp pieces. And yeah, so I will be back and we'll continue going around and sanding the rest of the stuff down. So I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, we are back. And so it might be a little bit confusing, but it is now 10 o'clock. And I went home after working on this a little bit, but I went to the store because I was thinking of what colors I want to do. And I think I want to do a all white look and then have like the door handles where you pull them out and just be like red, white, and blue. So I went there and I was gonna go to Lowe's, but they were closed when I went there. They changed their hours. But I went with a clean metal primer, Rust-Oleum, which it will help block rust from coming back through. I went with a red, white, and blue. I got 4 of these whites because these are gonna be obviously coating all of it. And I went with a flat because I figured I'd go with a flat look, and then I have a clear coat that will go over top of it all. And then this will be just to help with protection and so on and so forth. But then I went with a blue, which is a brilliant blue, which, let's see if it will focus, brilliant blue. And this is a gloss because I want the handles to be gloss. And then I got with a red, which is, it's all backwards. It's apple red, to say the least. And these are what the door handles are gonna be like. And I was also thinking, I was like, on the side, I kind of want to like do I have a logo that I do like ODell's Automotives and whatnot that I created a while back. And I kind of want to do it on both sides and like spray paint it like red, white, and blue and make it look sweet and then have it like outlined so you can see it. So I think I'm going to do that, but I am going to have my dad do that for me. That's going to be later. And I guess if you want to see that, it's not going to be up in this video, I don't think, but if you want to see it, follow me on my Instagram, which will be right up here somewhere, and you can check it out. I'll post pictures there. But I know my dad's gonna be watching this, and don't worry, I am gonna, when I spray paint, I'm gonna block off the floors so there's not any more paint on there. But yeah, I also got just a spray bottle because it's gonna help you get like soapy water in there, and then you can spray it all down and clean it all up, because I definitely want to clean this up as best as possible. But there's a few other stuff I gotta do. I still gotta go through all this and clean some more rust off, which I'll give you guys a look real quick. So like, there's still rust there. There's still some all down the sides. I took the doors out, and those doors are gonna go all white again. And then basically what I was saying is that handle right there is where it's gonna be like a red, white, and blue. But there's still a lot I gotta do. And I shaved kind of all these little holes down to kind of just even them out because they were very like bumped in. And then I cleaned the one all the way down there, which might have got put into the video. I'm not too sure. Hopefully it did. There's going to be a lot that's also going to probably be cut out that I was filming earlier. And because I wasn't thinking about it, and I was like, well, if I leave all that stuff in, it's going to be a very long video, and I don't want it to be super long, but I want you guys to be part of it as much as I can show you guys to keep you your attention span. That's it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through, clean up the rest of this, and I'm not gonna show you guys it because it's just gonna be a lot of time wasted. So I'm gonna go through, and then I will be back and we can start painting. So see you guys in a second. All right guys, we are back, and I went through, sanded about as much as I felt was needed. So here, let me grab this bright light. So I took care of the rust on the top because that was the most rust. And then I went down the side, sanded up any of the big spots of rust. I went down the corners And obviously there's not rust, or not all the rust is off of it by any means necessary. There's still little corners like down there that need to get cleaned up and whatnot. But this just kind of goes to show of like what I am doing, because it may be the wrong way. Somebody else would probably do it some way different. Somebody probably has a better way of doing it, but I'm just doing it this way. All right, so now that it's gonna be very echoey here, but I'm in the workshop area now. And sorry, Dad, I am gonna put more down, but ideally you shouldn't even realize I painted in here until you see this video, because I know you'll see it eventually. But this is the wood shop, and it's very echoey here. There's nothing to capture the sound, so yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that for a little bit. But this is where we're gonna be spray painting. I already put some on the ground, but I had to move the spray paint in here and stuff because I had to let it warm up, because this is the only room that has a heater in it. So I'm gonna hit this with the primer, and so this is kind of a better lineup. So I got the clean metal primer, which you can use on bare metal, painted, or lightly rusted metal, which is perfect for this. And then with that, you can use the flat protective enamel or gloss or whatever, but I'm gonna go with a flat for the whole outside, get it a nice flat white. And then I also went with the clear coat. So, because I didn't want any gloss on it. And I got this in case I didn't like the red, white, and blue for the door handles. I figured worst comes to worst, I'll just go all black. But I think I'll like this a lot better, because I had this originally, and then I was like, you know what, let's go with the red, white, and blue theme, because why not go Americana, you know? So yeah, we're gonna get everything all set up, and I'll show you guys on spray painting. All right, boys, so I'm getting ready to paint the red. I moved this around, so I'll give you guys a better look at it, because I don't know if I'll put that last part in the video. And I don't even know how long this video is going on. It's gonna probably be a longer video. But this is what I got so far, which it looks really good. Like I said, I'm not too worried about painting the inside at all. That's not my worry at all. The top is a little dirty from just shit falling all over it. But I'm gonna get a piece of wood that will sit down in here, and I'll probably figure out something, maybe bolt it in, drill each corner, and then put a bolt in there or something, I don't know. This is that bottom door, so that is gonna go right down there. And I think I'm gonna put my own logo on here, kind of make it look sweet. I feel like that would be nice. Obviously you can still see some defects in the wood if it wishes to focus. But I'm gonna get ready to paint the top drawer red. And yes, I do know that the drawers were already red, I just didn't like it. So I like more of a flat look. That's why, or actually I kind of lied, I got this in gloss. So, I mean, the real reason behind it is because I wanted to also paint the chrome handles or the aluminum handles along with it. And I know the red that I got isn't the same color. So I think I'm gonna do the red and the blue tonight, and then definitely do a coat of the white on the other drawer and then call it a night. And I don't know, I doubt my dad will notice, but I did get a little bit of a spray right there. And then the wheels drew a little bit of white paint, but he can get more paint, or I can buy him paint. I'm pretty sure he still has leftover paint that he can repaint the floor with if he wants. So sorry about that, this is the only heated room. So I kind of got to do it. But I have been cautious, and I've tried my best, but with the paint flying up, it usually dries before it even hits the ground. That's just because when I was moving the car, it hit the ground. So yeah. So I guess let's get this started to paint, because I got to get going here soon. And these stupid drawers, They are a pain in the ass to paint evenly. So hopefully with the red paint, I can actually kind of get a better overview on it, which I don't even know how this is gonna look. And that looks good. And that will be a high gloss, so it will be easier to clean, and so on and so forth. I will probably do the white a high gloss too. So let's jump right into this other ones real quick too. Well, that is it for the night. I got my red, I got my white, and I got my blue. And I might be good with those 2 coats, or that 1 coat, but I think I might do another one tomorrow. And I am tired and I gotta go. So we will continue this part the next day. Hope you guys do enjoy this so far. If you do, don't forget to hit that like. And also subscribe if you want to see some more of this. See you guys in the next part. All right, so we are back, and this should be the 3rd and final day. So I guess I'll give you guys a quick showdown. If my mic sounds any different, I'm using my Rode mic rather than my lavalier mics. So it's going to be kind of harder for you to hear me back here, but we're doing pretty good with these. We got these down to, I think, where I kind of like them. And I think I'm good on painting this. I'm probably just gonna clear coat this today, get this all done with. And with these, I'm gonna do another coat on these 2. Just do 1 more coat on both, and then kind of call it there. But I really like how it's looking. It's coming together really great. I guess let's just continue and finish this up real quick so this video doesn't go on super long. It's already like a 20-minute video at this point, but yeah, let's get right into it. If you don't shake the clear coat up very well, it can also have a chance to basically mess up and harden a lot sooner, and it will create big cracks. Or if you go on too thick, it will do the same thing. So be careful when doing your clear coat. Just play it safe and then just let it be. It's looking good. I only want to do thin coats, nothing super thick. I'm not too worried about how the insides look. Like, I know there's going to be a little bit of dirt and debris on it. Just more or less worried about the outside, but it's looking good so far. So we're gonna go through. I'm gonna clear coat the rest of this stuff, and then I'll show you guys the finished product, and then we can put it all back together and kind of see a before and after transformation. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll skip it all ahead because it's all the same stuff, and I'll see you guys in the end.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Little hell, and I've been running from the law.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage. Hopefully it came out pretty good. But this is the final result of doing basically all the scraping it down, get the rust off, and then painting it all. I was a little bit worried about the red, white, and blue look, but I actually really enjoy it. There's a few things that I need to touch up, which Obviously you can tell this board is a bit bowed up. So what I'm gonna do is when this top coat dries, I'm gonna get the rotor and put a little circle in there, drill a hole down so I can fit a bolt down in there, and then snug it right up. So then that will clear that. It's still drying out. I was putting some of this Hellsman Minwax clear coat on it. But I got that board from the scrap pile of wood that's all over there next to the truck. And there will be a quick little video of my dad cutting it for me because he was here and I just figured I'd have him cut me out a piece real quick. So it wasn't too much. I measured it all up and then I just had it cut out because I figured it looked the part and it looks really good. I'm super excited and it came out very nice. But there is still one more issue that needs to get fixed within here, which is with this piece. When I was taking it apart, I kind of, let's see if I can push this in here. Push that in there. There's a piece down here that needs to get knocked up. So I'm gonna try to do that real fast. So I think I got it. And then these drawers open right up and it looks amazing. I got the insides all painted up. The only things I didn't do was the bottom side because I didn't care that much about it. This won't last forever. Obviously with tools and whatnot, you're gonna get scrapes on it, but for the meantime, I think this looks really good. I think it came out pretty good. It's definitely have to dry for a few more, like probably for a night or two, or a day or two or whatever. And yeah, I think it looks very sick. But now with this door, it should come down easy. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna scrape up the paint on this, which it probably already will be. Very little bit. So, I mean, you can kind of see up on these top corners where the paint is kind of scraping up. But now it at least sits down. I gotta put the old lock back in here. There's nothing to even lock it. Yeah, there's nothing to even lock it. I mean, I could tack weld something on there and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm not too worried about it. At least nobody's gonna be able to come in here yet and steal anything, so. This looks really slick. And I mean, compared to the original one, I forgot to get clips of me showing off the old one, but I think it came out a lot better than I expected. I was actually worried at first because I was like, I don't know if this is gonna even work out to be a video, so, but it did. So, and of course, it is, I'm not even kidding, it is 11:38 right now, and somebody's revving their engine outside for no reason. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. I think this came out very well. I love the red, white, and blue look. There's a few things I was worried about originally, and I was a little worried that I wouldn't like the handles being painted, but I think it just kind of fits it. And I love the all white look to it. And it looks very nice. Like just opening it up and just seeing all the colors. Because at first I wasn't gonna do the inner shells at all. I was just gonna keep it the red. But I'm like, well, if I'm already going above and beyond to get this theme, I might as well just go do a little bit extra work and just paint the inside. It wasn't exactly enjoyable, but it wasn't terrible either. And for the inside, I did not touch the actual inside of this at all. I just left that kind of gray, and I mean, you can see some of the overspray. But another thing I plan on doing off camera eventually is I'm gonna get like the padding for the inside and lay it out just so the bottom of it will be able to not get scraped up from throwing tools in here and whatnot. So I'm definitely gonna figure out some organization to keep this as nice as possible. I'm gonna get this bolted down and get it so it just stays flush. But once again, we are finally done with this video, and this was a long 3-day process. I've been here every single night till midnight, and I'm glad I'm done because I'm gonna take tomorrow and be a lazy day, and hopefully this video should get uploaded tomorrow at 11 a.m. So in 12 hours it should be up from now. But yeah, trying to think what else I gotta say, and I can't think of much. So once again, if you guys did enjoy this, drop a like, it means a lot. Feel free to subscribe for more content. I plan on doing a lot more on this channel, just waiting for the right weather to do a lot of the stuff. But if you have any questions on how I do this or what I used, feel free to drop it in the comment below, and I can let you know. And yeah, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Thanks for taking 28 minutes out of your day or however long this video is. And yeah, thank you. Catch you guys later. I'm out.